and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Jones, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Going deep downfield for Ross, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross, 68 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater to throw it. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. To the air again with Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught. Judy. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Judy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. The final shot before break. Jones. And they go back to Tony. It's complete this time. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Hamler now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here comes Grant on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it.
Touchdown! John Ross, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. touchdown here to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And finally, wrestled down at the 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Bridgewater now. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
And Leonard Williams really lived up to his nickname, the Big Cat, in 2020 with a career-high 11.5 sacks for the New York Giants. Remember, he spent his first 4.5 seasons in the NFL with the crosstown New York Jets. Now he's getting it done, still in the Gotham City area.
And this is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Grant. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown was under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because